Ek Samvad at Arunima Ankuran on the occasion of Teachers' Day. We are having a conversation with Dr. Tapati Dey. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's just your love that I could make it.
I'm
I
so
must say
grateful.
so.
I'm so grateful. A word about Arunima Ankuran. Arunima Ankuran is an initiative for positive social change through self-development. The goal is greater well-being and happiness for all. At Arunima Ankuran, we believe that each person is unique and special in some way, that each person can make a difference, that each person can create an impact. And that's what inspires us to keep going. Our guest, Dr. Tapati Dey, is a multifaceted personality. She's a poet, she's a writer, she's a teacher, she's an artist, and so much more. India celebrates National Teachers' Day on September 5 in honor of Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan's birthday. The day emphasizes the crucial role of teachers in shaping individuals and society. Students express their gratitude for their teachers' dedication and hard work. Teachers reflect on their methods, impact, and role in nation building. Good teachers are the reason why ordinary students dream to do extraordinary things. And we have one such great teacher with us today, Tapti ma'am. I'm so grateful to you for your time.
Thank you so much. And it's a privilege for me to be talking to you in this middle of the night. I never expected it.
Yes, so for our viewers, we are doing this recording at night. Yeah, this is almost
Yeah.
11:30 because that's how
Hmm.
busy ma'am is during the day. And okay, so we'll start with, talk to us a little bit about your own journey and how you came to be a teacher,
In fact, I must say, I almost, you can say, it was a, you could say a candlelight flicker in a dark room. So somehow I felt all that I'm taking in, I also need to spread the light.
ma'am.
I was working with a government organization. My job was very, very different on the table.
Hmm.
But somewhere or the other, this fact that if I can touch even one life and try to give a little bit of what I know,
Hmm.
I think my job is done. In a way, I have touched a life.
Hmm.
And seeing the way I was brought up at home by my mother, she's been always mothers are the first teachers.
Yes.
Then my aunt, she was a professor in English in the Theosophical Society of America. So the teaching, you can say the uh, feeling that I also can convey. I won't say I teach. I just convey. I share
Yes.
whatever I have learned a little. I share that much. And suppose say I'm a teacher. In that case, am I doing justice to the students of today? Are they feeling my touch?
Hmm.
I want to touch their minds, their hearts, their thinking capacities. Am I being successful doing that? I do not know, but there are students whom I have taught almost 45, 50 years back. Right from my first year of college, I've been teaching little kids. Then
Beautiful.
I started growing upwards and say, okay, 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard.
Hmm.
Then all of a sudden, I got a chance to teach postgraduate students in Dr. Ambedkar College in Nagpur, in Dharampet College, R.S. Mundle Dharampet College, uh, in Dharampet, Dayanand College in Jaripatka. This was beside the job I did. I just did out of love.
Hmm.
Books.
Hmm.
lessons,
Hmm.
and the things that we can imbibe from home and from the society,
Yes.
if we could give it away a little bit, like the fragrance. When we dress up nicely, we like to spray a little of fragrance on us.
Hmm.
Just that, nothing else. But I've not been a trained teacher.
Hmm.
It's out of love.
That's so beautiful. I think that's the first thing a teacher needs, you know. Love is
Yeah,
the first thing. Hmm.
love is the thing. And we need to love the work we do, and we need to work for that love always.
Hmm.
And when we are dedicated, out of 10, one student comes back to ask, "Ma'am, if I write this way, how should I? Ma'am, if I do this way, how should I?" Then they see that ma'am just doesn't read books, she does something more. "Ma'am, I want to learn this from you." See that forthcoming feeling of a child, if we are able to help them,
Hmm.
that is the gain, and that is first the motivation, and then the gain that the person who is helping or guiding, I won't use the word teaching,
Hmm.
guiding the child.
Yes.
If the child is guided on the right path,
Hmm.
the child grows to be a good citizen.
Yes.
The feeling that I am learning the right thing, the of all the things, we
Yes.
need to love home. We need to love the society. We need to love our nation. This feeling has to be ingrained in a child.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
And since my father was in the services, love for the nation grew
hmm.
with in our genes, rather.
Yes.
And I always tell the children, first, don't say, "I am Bengali, I am Punjabi." First say, I'm an Indian. And then you say, "I speak Bengali, I
Hmm.
speak Marathi, I speak." They're all your own. Nobody is different. Nobody can be different.
Yes.
In one nation,
Yes.
India is the only country, the little that I have traveled,
Hmm.
I can say one country where probably right from the ethics that a child picks up
Hmm.
on his threshold
Hmm.
till he graduates up to
Hmm.
being a good citizen of the country, every moment we learn.
Yes.
We don't teach, we learn. And that is what we share.
Very true, ma'am. That's very true.
So
Yeah.
I think that way.
Lovely, lovely. And education is the manifestation of perfection already in man, like Swami
Already
Vivekananda.
in math. We don't have to go anywhere else. Bill Gates said, "Education is not filling up a pail, it is
Yes,
lighting a lamp."
yes, yes.
Somewhere the other day I read that when a train gets into a dark tunnel,
Mm-hmm,
the passengers don't jump out.
mm-hmm,
They sit back with that confidence. The engineer has done a good job for us. And the moment you see that flicker of light at the end of the tunnel, we are also comfortable and we breathe so easily. So we have to believe in our inert feelings, the light that is within us,
mm-hmm,
which is without us. We have to hold that confidence.
mm-hmm.
We face difficulties. Yes, every day I face some or the other difficulty, but then I don't like to leave my work and just run away. Oh, it's so difficult. No, we have to tide over it in the best possible way.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that is the confidence one must have within oneself, whether he is learning to cook, whether he is learning to wash, whether he is learning his books.
Mm,
A little confidence within ourselves.
yes.
Education is a word which says you learn.
Hmm.
But then every moment we are learning, it is not within the pages of the book.
So true.
Nature teaches us morning, evening, night.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Environment teaches us.
Mm,
Friends teach us. Parents, they are the first teachers.
mm,
And I think all parents want their child to grow up in a good way.
mm,
It is how the child takes the advice of the parents.
mm,
Nowadays, we find children, all of them have this, uh, a sort of a very negative way approach, chalta hai attitude.
mm,
What I feel, we must grow out of that shell
mm,
and come out, look around us, and imbibe what we can take in best within ourselves.
mm,
Again, we come back to the fragrance. The flower takes its own time to
mm,
flower, the bud.
mm,
It'll open one petal,
mm,
petal by petal.
mm.
But the moment the fragrance is out, it has bloomed.
Yes.
And that attracts the butterflies, that attracts the birds, that attracts nature,
Mm,
that attracts man too.
mm. Yes.
So we learn from nature.
Yes, ma'am.
The
Uh,
learning process,
yes.
teaching
Lifelong.
comes first.
Mm. Uh,
It is just love for what we do.
mm,
If I don't write, I paint. If I don't paint, I cook. If I don't cook,
mm,
I listen to music. I love music.
mm,
If I don't do that, I keep start cleaning the house somewhere, dusting something or arranging something. That is, I'm keeping my mind occupied with positive things. The moment we are pushing the positive thoughts within us,
mm,
it helps us to grow and it helps us to bloom.
mm.
Each one of us.
Totally. Totally agree.
That is what is all about life.
Yes.
And on a Teacher's Day, I think I remember my teachers from school.
Yes.
I'm from St. Lawrence, Bombay,
Mm,
St. Francis, Nagpur.
mm,
Then my madam who guided me for my PhD, unfortunately she's no more, but the way she guided me through, I
mm,
was working in an office. After office hours, I would run to her,
mm,
take down the um, whatever she wanted to convey. You write this way, you write. Honestly, I'll tell you, she never corrected my thesis.
mhm,
She would tell me, Tapti, you sit next to me and
mhm.
read what you have written. And she would be
Ah,
rocking her head.
I so agree with that.
It,
That
it
is.
was so sweet of her to do that. And then somehow, because I had this love for poetry, I was attending national, international seminars. People kept on telling me, why don't you write? Why don't you publish your book?
Mhm,
So I just said, yes, I'll do it. I didn't say no, but except for the anthologies that I come out with,
mhm,
I have not published a book straight on my name as yet because I find writers, poets, even before they know what they are writing about, they want to publish, they want to get everything printed.
mhm,
So, ठीक है. We'll read all of them
mhm.
and take in whatever is positive and learn from them.
Yes. Yes.
And then whatever we can share amongst ourselves, we'll share with each other. I think that gives more satisfaction.
Yes. Ma'am, you've been, watching so many teachers around you and working with them. How do you see the transition from the time you were a student to a time when you have students? Can you walk us through
Yes.
that? Yeah.
Uh, I remember my teachers, a few of them I can Mrs. Dorothy Alva, Mrs. Abraham, Mrs. Iyengar,
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Shushila Mahendrakar. So they were teachers. How they were so dedicated. She would, my class teacher, Mrs. Mahendrakar, would say, येत नाही म्हणायचं नाही, आला पाहिजे. Means you must learn to imbibe the things in you. Don't say, I cannot do. When you start with a negative,
Hmm.
you can't learn.
Absolutely.
Mrs. Abraham always had a stick in her hand because at that time, her theory was girls should be seen and not heard.
Hmm. Hmm.
So we had to uh, count our footsteps
Hmm.
while climbing the stairs because the moment the feet would make a noise, she would be annoyed. She
Hmm.
was a supervisor also.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mrs. Alva, she taught us pronunciation.
Hmm.
She would say, I'll tell you a story today.
Hmm.
And then after the story is over, open page so and so.
Hmm.
That means she would make a nice uh, atmosphere for us to be interested to know what she wants to convey to us. Present day teachers, I feel I have been interacting also,
Hmm.
especially the youngsters. They get a degree,
Hmm.
they go to a certain school, looking at the degree many a times they are recruited as teachers.
Hmm.
They are recruited. They are not born or they are not uh, taught what is teaching. They do their bit in the 35, 40 minutes in a class, just come out. Something is on the whiteboard, likh lena. They look into the mobiles, give them the answers or the meanings. They are not working the way our teachers worked when we were students, teaching us so many things at one time.
Hmm.
They would make collages of the lessons we had.
Hmm.
They would bring pictures from somewhere of the people, the his, history chapter stories. For geography, the we used to grow the, you can say like Shubhamshu Shukla did, he grew urad dal and
Okay.
moong dal and masoor dal. We were asked to grow these things at home and we would take all that to the school
Hmm.
and we learned better. Today, if the student appears for a test or an examination today, tomorrow we ask him the any question, oh ma'am हमने लिख दिया अभी याद नहीं है. So nothing gets into their skin.
Hmm.
We we had that uh, you can say dedication that things that were taught to us 50 years back we still remember of many things we remember.
Hmm.
Today's child doesn't remember. The parents don't have time.
Hmm.
When I go to the institute, I'm told the parents were at a party till 2, 3 in the morning.
Hmm.
So the child has not had his breakfast. The driver brought him to the institute all hungry. We run to a little shop close by, buy something, buy some bananas and feed the child and pado.
Hmm.
How dedicated are the parents? They want a family, they want children,
Hmm.
but like my ma used to draw the entire map of the world on the floor and teach us geography.
Oh,
My
wow.
father would teach us history. by
Mhm.
telling us stories of all the kings, queens, and everything.
Mhm.
And we still remember. Both parents are working. I understand. Both parents are working. They are unable to give so much time. But the child is yours.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So it becomes your bounden duty to
Mhm.
bring the child up in the best way. Somewhere I had read there was a time when the teacher first he would spank the student and then ask, late kyun aaya? Huh? And now you spare the rod, spoil the child. This is the formula. The
Mhm.
parents run to the court, but they never inquire with the child why he's made a mistake. Why has the teacher admonished him?
Mhm.
What was his mistake? When he knows he's shielded,
Mhm.
naturally he becomes carefree.
Mhm. Yes.
Simple manners. We used to have a class, moral science, where table manners were taught to us how to sit, how to stand, how to eat, how to hold the spoon and the fork.
Mhm.
Now it's all brash,
Mhm.
absolutely brash. So these things they have changed a longer time. Yes, it's a fast pace,
Mhm.
just the fast pace now.
Mhm.
With the pace, are we uh, rushing down them down to destruction? Are we not helping them to grow up as good citizens? Nobody knows the history of India. You ask them when did India become independent? They talk about republic. They don't know the difference between independence and republic. That means the teachers in the school have not explained to them this love for your nation. How does it grow?
Mhm. Yeah.
I remember हेमंत कुमार सॉन्ग
Mhm.
इंसाफ की डगर पे बच्चों दिखाओ चल के ये देश
देश है
है
तुम्हारा
तुम्हारा
नेता तुम।
नेता तुम ही हो कल के. Is there one teacher in the country who can uh, light that glow in the child? I
Yes.
do not know. Maybe they will call us a spent force,
Mhm.
but we need this revival.
Mhm.
We need the revival
Mhm.
of ethics in education. We need a revival in the understanding of education. We need a revival in the upbringing of a child with education. The teachers themselves don't know the subject. A person who's got a doctorate in some biochemistry or botany or something is teaching social studies in the school. she's she has mastered another subject. Why not use that subject as her strength?
Mhm.
Or the new this new generation, they wait for the end of the month,
Mhm.
the day they draw their salaries. But what is their duty the rest of the 29 days in school? They are burdened with clerical jobs. That's what I have observed.
Mhm. Yes.
They have no time to read, or
Mhm.
they don't have the interest to read.
Mhm.
When I correct the books of the children,
Mhm.
All the spelling mistakes are being tagged. The language mistakes are being tagged. A scene and a signature.
Hmm.
The books have to be submitted. So again, we are a spent force now.
Mhm.
Our way of education is means at least even the thought process is not there. How do we learn?
Hmm.
And somewhere I find the books that are being read, the way it is being taught,
Mhm.
has it's not value based.
Mhm.
Any language, you take Hindi, English, Marathi, any language, the language is not taught with the charm in it.
Mhm.
How do we remember the old songs? Why can't we remember the new songs? Because the
Yes.
words are not so affectionate.
Mhm. Mhm.
The love is not there.
Hmm.
It is mechanical.
Hmm.
You sit in one station, you get down at the other station. That's all. And when we come out as qualified citizens, suddenly we realize we don't know many things. There's a lot to learn.
Yes. Yes.
When we send students across to you, the child is confused. The father wants him to be a doctor. The mother wants him to be an engineer. The teachers say, "नहीं, तुम ये नहीं करना, वो पढ़ो." He doesn't know what to do with himself.
Mhm. Yes.
And then, with your guidance, probably they find a path.
Hmm.
And that path, how many people are able to enlighten the child like that?
Yes.
Mark. We come to the marks. In language, right from our childhood, we knew nobody gets 100 on 100.
Hmm.
Today, they are getting. But when you actually make them sit down and write a page, I think they don't even deserve 10 out of 100.
Hmm. Hmm.
All they have done, they have mugged and answered one word. Language cannot be a one word answer.
Absolutely.
Language cannot be a one word.
Yes.
The grammar is given as an algebraic formula.
Hmm.
But when we ask the teachers what this formula means, she's not able to answer.
Hmm.
She herself does not know what she's going to teach.
Hmm. Mhm.
And workshops are not held for teachers.
Mhm.
If it is made compulsory, like in office, we had to, after I think 3 years or so, we had to appear for certain exams to climb up the
Hmm.
upper grade.
Mhm.
If that policy is taken up
Hmm.
for teachers, only then they will enhance their educational level.
Yes. That's important.
We need to do certain things. It is just not changing chapters in a textbook.
Hmm.
Many a times I feel bad because the way we read history, history is not given now. The way we read geography, geography is not taught.
Hmm.
Math, science, one chapter, just the beginning of it is given. After that, the entire chapter is changed and something else is put in. There is no continuity. That is why the child finds it difficult to remember.
Hmm.
The vision of our teachers, principals, the entire educational department, if that is myopic, you cannot teach. You cannot instill education that way.
Mhm.
by drop as a pail is filled, education also has to be filled that way.
Wow. So nice, ma'am. I'm so glad, that you brought out some of these truths which all of us need to hear and think about, introspect, especially those of us who are involved with education. So before we,
Introspection is very much essential. It is not just painting your face and standing and just saying something. Prepare yourself in a way when every child is inquisitive, he wants to know a little more. I should be able to satisfy his hunger for education, his hunger for knowledge.
yes, yes.
Only then we can make good citizens in our country. Why this frustration in the society?
Hmm.
You every other day you read a student has committed suicide. 12 years, 14 years, 16 years, he doesn't even know the spelling of the word. He
Yes.
commits suicide.
Mm.
It's so sad. That is because he wants to know so many things and there is nobody to tell him, nobody to explain to him,
Yes.
nobody to take him out of that,
Mm.
uh, you can say, fear of the unknown future. And he doesn't know what he's doing.
Mm.
After everything is done, the parents are wailing. No, you sit with the child, you talk to the child, give him time.
Yes.
Honestly, ma'am, I'll tell you, we were four brother, one brother, three sisters. And out of the three sisters, one sister I had who was totally mentally retarded. 28 was her IQ.
Mm.
Okay. She used to sit right in between us while we were studying, while we were reading, while we were painting, play behind us. But we never isolated her. She's no more now. But she was an integral part of our family existence.
Mhm.
My younger sister, she's a clinical psychologist in Bombay,
Mhm.
PhD in clinical psychology. My brother worked with Air India. I worked with BSNL. But all of us love to teach. I don't know how this thing has come, but like Dada, he takes math science, I take English SST, whatever.
Mhm.
And we enjoy the evenings.
Mm.
We hardly go to parties. We don't. This is the way. If we want to do something, we should be dedicated. This dedication is required. Every teacher needs to be. Teacher is one person. Shows the path.
Mm.
Pathfinder.
Mm.
If our navigation is not proper,
Mm.
where does our ship head to?
Mm.
It will
Absolutely.
be lost in the ocean.
Mm.
And today the youth is lost in the ocean.
Conclude this conversation, Ek Samvad, with you. Please share a message, especially for the teachers, who are willing to level up, who are willing to learn, who are willing to grow in the pursuit of excellence.
For all teachers, I would really like to tell them that getting a job is not the goal. Yes, you've got the job, but every day you need to excel. Because the child who looks at you, a teacher is standing against 80 eyes,
Mhm.
40 pairs of eyes, I must say.
Mhm.
40 pairs. And the child just vallops all that you say. So let the child admire you with respect, with awe. This respect the teacher does not enjoy today.
Ma'am, before we conclude this conversation with you, Please share a message for the young people who have decided to become teachers, educators, getting involved with the future of this country. What would you like to say to them in terms of how they can create an impact?
I would say feel the freedom first, that knowledge as much as you can take it,
Mm-hmm.
try and take it in any form.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to always read books.
Mm-hmm.
Experience it with your footwork, experience it with your thought process,
Mm-hmm.
experience it with your conversations. And as uh, some of our great thinkers have said, patience and perseverance overcome mountains. So, all of us, the best weapon we have is our tongue. It needs to be sweet.
Yes.
The best weapon a person has is his head. It has to be articulate.
Mm-hmm.
God has given us a very beautiful part inside us, the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Put in a lot of love. Let the heart speak to the head,
Mm-hmm.
and then the tongue answer the queries. It'll be sweet. It'll be nice. And the children, they'll come to you not for what you're teaching them as subjects. They will come to you as a person that you have presented yourself to them.
Mm-hmm.
When I see those tall 6 feet boys coming and touching my feet, I feel so embarrassed. They
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. No, ma'am. Whatever we are today, it's because of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because of me. They wanted to be good. I just showed them the path. It's like Robert Frost's finding a path for himself. All of us need to find a path for ourselves. And every teacher is responsible for a good or a bad student. The child is not bad. What we make of him matters. So we are first responsible. After the parents, the teachers are responsible. So the teacher needs to be very, very, you can say practical, affectionate,
Mm-hmm.
more of giving and loving person. I know even I scold students if they misbehave, if they have bad manners. I tell them, don't come to me if you don't want to listen. But then they come back. That is what, when we stand on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
Pragya, we see the waves recede right behind,
Mm-hmm.
but somewhere the flow
Mm-hmm.
comes and touches your feet.
That's so beautiful.
Imagine the sea touching the feet of man.
Mm. Yes.
Worth worshipping?
Mm.
So we have to be strong enough to let the sea come, curl over the feet, recede back, come back with the force of the same affection that once that person found with us.
Yes.
The teacher is that man, that person. There's so many lives have touched the person.
Wow.
And like the lighthouse, he's the pathfinder for them.
Yes.
They come, they'll anchor, but you have to show them the further route. Where do they go? They look upon us for that guidance. We should be worthy of it. And that is our. The sun shines, okay,
Mm-hmm.
but there is something reflecting on the disk for it to shine. It doesn't shine on its own. We have to be that reflecting disc
Mhm.
so that the paths of those persons who have gone wayward,
Mhm.
they can be brought back to the fold and given a place where they can become good citizens. And every education should have one chapter at least every year where you are taught to love your country.
Yes, ma'am.
That affection. Now, I run to Europe and US every day, but I don't know what India means to me. I don't know the history of India. What is the point? If I don't know my country, so first thing is love for the parents, love and respect for parents,
Mhm.
then your teachers, and then, yes, your country is very important for you. And we need to imbibe in every child this love for the country. I think we can touch a few lives in the most positive way.
In fact, I think I would like to share this in this
Hmm.
context. Sometimes when you go to the room and there are students in the room, you come out enriched by that interaction, maybe far more,
Yes,
learning far more
yes.
than your students do. I had an interaction with young people recently, ma'am, and in that class, there were two or three students with such personal stories of resilience that was way beyond what we can think, even though we've lived on this earth for so many decades more than them. So I came out feeling so grateful that they are so young and they can teach us how to
So much.
be resilient in the face of such challenges at such young age. I think everyone is a teacher in some way. Everyone.
Everyone is a teacher. Everyone. We learn from everybody.
Yes.
If I see, I may be doing jobs like writing, reading. I may not be good in making chapatis, but my cook, she taught me, आप ऐसे बनाइए. So
Mm.
I am learning from, she's my guru at that time.
Yes, yes.
I'm learning from that person.
Mm. Mm.
We learn from everybody.
Yes.
And every time we pick up a lesson, it teaches us to be a better person.
Mm.
We need to imbibe these good habits within us. We need to tell ourselves कि if there is such a lot of room within us to learn.
Absolutely.
Degrees you can get many,
Mm.
but how much have we learned? That is what I say. I don't want the children to come and study. No, I
Mm.
want them to learn.
Mm. Mm.
आप मत पढ़िए, आप सीखिए. पढ़ना और सीखने में बहुत ज्यादा फर्क है.
Mm.
Many a times these people they don't know the difference between the two words. What is studying and what is learning. So if we are able to do just that much, I think we have touched one life in the span of our entire life, our 60, 70, 80 years of our life. That is very important. And
Yes.
I think even Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan must have thought about instead of cutting cakes and going to hotels celebrating birthdays,
Mhm.
give a small lesson to somebody
Mm.
who would like to return back to you for
Mm.
the love you've shown just once. That would be the best lesson learned.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being on Ek Samvad on Teachers' Day, and I am so
Thank
grateful.
you so much.
Uh, It's just been lovely talking to you. So, to this wonderful teacher, Dr. Tapti Dey, who was on Ek Samvad, a very happy
Thank you so
Teachers'
much.
Day, and thank you
Thank
for being here,
you.
ma'am.
Wishing the same. God bless you
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
keep in touch.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am.